Alright, outdoorsman. I'm here with my favorite friend, and we are at Sharon Wiechens Preserve here in the Villages in Florida. I'm super impressed how they continue to find great ways to get people into the outdoors, whether it's nature like this, or golfing, biking, hiking, walking your dog, a bazillion different ways to, I am rollerblading, thank you, and e-biking. It's a very active place, and we're always thankful to be here. I think that's an osprey sitting up there. There's the osprey that was just a little while ago perched in its nest. Looks like he's fishing. Alright everyone, we are here, as I said before, at Sharon Wiechens Preserve. Just giving you a little bit of an overlook. Pretty big body of water here for the villages. Many of the ponds are significantly smaller, aside from the really big one up at Spanish Springs. Just wanted to give you a distant overview, and then we're going to go ahead and take the boardwalk I just showed you, and we're going to walk out over the water. Cool to see these really big live oaks with their Spanish moss. They are a little hard to see. But there are some ducklings along with a mama mallard, and they are super busy foraging at this point, probably on insects for the most part, trying to build up those protein to build muscle, and eventually to be building their feathers as they fledge from being chicks to being full-grown adult mallards here toward the end of the spring, into the summer. Mallards in the foreground. I think that's a little blue heron there. Beyond that, I think is a marsh hen. Hi there. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty.
Looking to be famous. Here we are out on the boardwalk now. Walking along. You can see there's some pickerel weed and other marsh plants. Interested to see what all they are. Let's keep on checking things out. Here's a plant I had never come across before. It's called bent alligator flag. Looks like, well, it's another variety of submerged aquatic vegetation that the roots are wet, and it sends up its leaves and then flowers at the very top. Alright, out there in the distance there are some coots that are busy feeding, and there's another bunch of them over here. Coot raft A. Coot raft B. So they are very, very red. The interesting thing about this particular piece of habitat is the fact that it had been terribly degraded, and with some forethought and foresight, it was restored to what it once used to be. It's amazing that people came together, put forth the money, as well as the physical and technical effort to save a piece of habitat that had been terribly degraded and eventually now has been restored to a fabulous wetland habitat. All right, everyone, we are coming up here. We have a nice little observation tower. Would be a great place to bring a pair of binoculars and scout this entire water body, looking out over this entire lake complex. It's pretty cool that it was somebody had the forethought to rebuild this entire system. It goes way, way, way off into the distance there. I think you can see there, you can see the water on the far side. It's a very expansive system. They even have taken the asphalt walk into consideration here. This is actually a porous type asphalt that allows water to run down through it instead of running across the surface at a much, much greater rate. All right, outdoorsmen, here on my back patio, wrapping up the visit to Sharon Wiechens Preserve. It was really cool to see the work that everyone did and to see how it came together to produce amazing habitat for wading birds, for fish, for lots of different waterfowl in the fall, and an amazing area for people to get out into the outdoors and see all of God's great creation. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, get outdoors.